Good evening, everybody. It's Jeff Kessinger with the Christian County Headliner News, and I'm here with your Week 9 Football Frenzy preview. The last week of the regular season. District football is just 1 week away, and there's still a lot to play for both Nixa and Ozark. And let's start with Nixa. The Eagles will have our game of the week this week. They travel to Carl Junction, who's number 2 in Class 4. It's a game that won't have a lot of impact on the Central Ozark Conference standings necessarily, but could have a big role on where Nixa plays in the district tournament. Nixa is in Class 5, District 5, and right now they trail Carthage by 5 points. Carthage has Neosho in the regular season finale, so the Tigers are locked into that top spot. But Willard is just 2.5 points back of Nixa going into the final week of the season. Willard has Republic, a big rivalry game, and if you're Nixa, you're probably cheering for Republic. That means a Republic win would have Republic and Willard both 4-5. Nixa, even with a loss at CJ, is 5-4, and probably able to hang on to the second spot in the district standings. Now, why is that second spot so important? It's a 6-team district, so the top 2 seeds both get a first-round bye. That's a week to heal, a week to rest, and a week to get your kids geared up for their second round district tournament game. It'd be the first round for them. So Nixa needs a win at Carl Junction if they can get one, but with some help, they should be able to stay in that second spot and get a first round bye. Carl Junction, we saw them against Ozark earlier this season, an incredibly talented team. They've lost just one game this season, and that was against Webb City early in the year. The Bulldogs are led on offense by quarterback Joe Kennedy, quarterback Raekwon Weston, and wide receiver Aaron Letters, kind of a three-headed monster, and they are averaging about 35 points a game in Central Ozark Conference play. So they've been tough on everybody this season. The Bulldogs have the reigning COC Defensive Player of the Year in Zeke Wall, and they're only allowing about a touchdown a night. So this is going to be a stiff test for Nixa. The Eagles looking to break the 3-game losing streak they're on right now, looking to shake off the disappointment of last week's 21-14 backyard brawl loss to Ozark. So they're going to need to control the ball, going to need to finish some drives, and give themselves hopefully an opportunity to pull off a big upset and secure the second seed in their district. Ozark is on the road as well. They go down to Bolivar for a non-conference game, the only non-conference game of the year for Ozark. The COC currently is 9 teams, so everybody's had to schedule one non-conference game. Next year, Joplin joins, so every game will be a conference game. So this is the last meeting between Ozark and Bolivar. It's turned into a pretty good little rivalry. The teams have met 4 years in a row now, and Coach Chad DePace said they've gotten to know Bolivar's kids and schemes very well. Bolivar can say the same for Ozark. So a lot of familiarity there, not a lot of intimidation factor, even though Bolivar is a class down. The Liberators have played against Willard this season. They've played Republic this season, played both of those teams pretty close. One of their other losses was against state-ranked Springfield Catholic. The other one is against a very good Reed Spring team. So even though Bolivar's 3-5, they've had some pretty tough competition this season. Taking a look at the Class 5 District 4 standings, right now, Ozark in third place, 5 points back of Lebanon and Glendale, but maybe not necessarily locked out of those top 2 spots. Glendale plays down against Camdenton, but Camdenton until recently was state-ranked. A Lakers win there, an Ozark win over Bolivar, and depending on how all the points shake out, it's possible that Ozark could sneak up ahead of them. Lebanon plays Parkview. Parkview having a rough season. The odds of an upset there are not great, but again, if that were to happen, that may give Ozark an opportunity to get into the top 2 spots. Either way, a win over Bolivar should secure that 3rd seed. That means a first-round home game for the Tigers, and that would, at this point, be against Springfield Central. Branson has been kind of up and down this year, so Ozark should feel pretty safe with a 7-point lead going into the final week, but nothing's guaranteed at all right now. What we'd like for you to do is tomorrow morning log on to ccheadliner.com. We'll have preview stories of both Nixa against Carl Junction and Ozark against Bolivar. We'll also post the COC standings as well as district standings as you get ready to watch some football Friday night. Also kind of let you know who's playing where and what teams you need to keep an eye on as we see how all these district standings shake out. Friday evening, get onto Twitter at Headliner Sports. We'll have live updates from Carl Junction. We'll also have some photos posted during the game as well. If you'll follow Alec McChesney on Twitter, he's going to be at Bolivar to cover Ozark. Get onto our Facebook page, facebook.com/CC Headliner News. We'll have videos posted after the games with highlights and interviews. Then go back over to ccheadliner.com where we'll have wrap-up stories from both games as well as some photos. We'll also try and post a story Saturday or Sunday whenever the district seeds are finalized and announced. That way you kind of know in advance who your team will be playing for and whether or not they get a week off the first week. So, thank you guys so much for watching. We want to thank Ozark Chevrolet for sponsoring these videos all season long. Send us a message on Twitter at Headliner Sports or mail sports at ccheadliner.com. Give us your feedback on how you feel like things have gone this season and what you'd like to see as we move into district play and our district videos. Hope you all have a great evening, and we look forward to seeing you at the game Friday night.